minutes. The chair now recognizes Mr. Garbarino from New York for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you to the witnesses also for being here today. One story that we've consistently heard from opponents of digital assets is how it provides for significant source of financing for terrorist groups and other illicit activities. However, the evidence tells us a different story. According to a recent report, illicit activity is down, with analysts estimating that crypto transaction volume associated with illicit activity is only at 0.34%. Mr. Graywall, how do companies like Coinbase approach know your customer and anti-money laundering requirements with financial institutions?
Thank you for the question, Congressman. Coinbase is licensed in 45 states as a money transmitter, and also the New York BIT license also applies to our firm. We are a registered money services business with FinCEN under the Department of Treasury. We also have broker-dealer licenses all over the federal government as well, at the SEC, and we are also licensed at the CFTC.
So
with respect to your question,
yeah.
we take our obligations to follow the Bank Secrecy Act and all KYC and AML rules extremely seriously. We have hundreds of employees and thousands of contractors who work on these issues each and every day. To the extent you or any other member have questions about the strength of our commitment to law enforcement and enforcement of the BSA, I encourage you to speak with the men and women of law enforcement at the FBI, the DEA, and across this country in state and local departments. I think they will tell you that their best days are when they are investigating crime that involves cryptocurrency as opposed to cash or other forms of payment that are far more prevalent in this country. They prefer to work with Coinbase.
Thank you very much. Mr. Thiel, prior to being debanked, had you provided all necessary information to your bank in order for them to be compliant with KYC and AML standards?
Yes, sir.
Had your previous banking partner raised any KYC or AML concerns with you during that relationship?
None, sir.
So since being debanked, do the institutions you attempt to receive service from cite KYC or AML risks associated with your company?
No, sir. Congressman, they essentially just say they have a policy against crypto. And in some cases, the KYC process can take years, and then they simply say, unfortunately, our committee won't allow a crypto customer.
And that's because of regulators.
Correct, sir.
So there's no, you have had no concerns with KYC, AML. No banks don't bring that up to you. They just say they can't do business with crypto.
Sir, we're a fully SEC-regulated company, audited financials. They don't raise any issues like that.
So the regulators are the ones who are leaving you where you are right now.
We believe so.
Thank you. And Mr. Campbell, you're familiar with KYC and AML requirements, correct?
Yes, sir.
Can you describe some of the issues that are considered when institutions are working through these requirements?
Yes, you're looking at the legal identity of the customers, the validity of their business activity, the source of funds, the expected activities over time, what you might think of as deviations from that, compliance with law, and so on. So if I was sitting at a bank and evaluating, say, Coinbase, I would be looking at things like, are they licensed? What is their staffing? What is their policies? Where do they get their money? You're doing a comprehensive analysis of the behavior of a client.
It's a very deep dive, and you feel comfortable after doing it.
Hopefully
you'd
you
want
do.
to, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look, and when you don't, usually you should have found something particular, like, oh, this owner is on an OFAC sanctions list, or, oh, they appear to be laundering money for XYZ reasons. It's not really supposed to be about, for lack of a better word, vibes.
I appreciate that, and I appreciate all the witnesses with your answers here. It's just obvious that the regulators are it seems that they're the real reason that this is you're all here today testifying, and not the banks. And we have to get that under control. That's our job here at Congress. So I appreciate you all being here, and I appreciate the